So, welcome to the spoilers discussion of Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
So it's right here, and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. And it's with great honor and excitedness that this cop does not have to get burned. Summed up. Here's a line that summed up both of our opinions on the movie.
It could have been worse, John. A lot worse.
You know, now we've had a few hours to think about this movie, and I'm drawing so many comparisons to Captain Marvel. I know you people are going to say, you're so obsessed with Captain Marvel. They're both superhero films. They're both female-led. They're both feminist movies. And I have to compare them, and I gave Captain Marvel like a 1 or something, and I said if the action is a big part of these movies, and the action was good in this movie, which is what raised it up, and it's just the feminist crap that... I mean, you can't deny it. They probably admitted
it's the comments.
In the production.
It's not. And when we say feminist, we're not talking about the scenes where they're walking as a group. Those were really cool.
Yeah, the fight scenes are great.
All the scenes with them walking as a group, standing as a group. We're not even talking about that. No. It's different in Avengers Endgame when they did that on purpose in the middle of the fight scene.
That's
this
stupid.
made sense. When we say feminist stuff, we're saying the comments and things being said, which
all man bad,
which is far in between. I feel like it's not like they say it every other line. Like there's a lot of good stuff being said, like a lot of funny lines. Like there's a decent amount of stuff said, but it's also being said at a rapid pace. Like it's not like they say a line and they freeze. Like there's this rapid like comments being made. There's a million characters in the movie. Like I've never seen Deadpool, but it's kind of like that. She's kind of narrating the movie. It's not as much like Deadpool. I think Deadpool really breaks the fourth wall and like he pauses in the middle of the scene and talks to the crowd. This wasn't as much as like that. Like it was more like her narrating. I mean, there's been movies before where people narrate the movie.
So the thing is, it's just the thing that bothers me so much because I went into this movie wanting to like it, and it's female led. Okay, let's get over that from now on. Let's just get over that crap. Okay, it's female led, so just make good female characters. Not because they're female, because they're good characters, and just don't bash men the whole movie. Just don't do it. Why is that necessary? Men are paying to go watch your movie. So why don't you try to pay some respect and just make a good movie and don't just directly... It's every scene, every person, every man, every single man. So yeah, let's just stop talking about it. But you can't get around it, it seems.
And there's also some moments, I'm gonna give it some credit. There are some scenes where some of the bad guys do get some good hits in. Like, there's a scene in a warehouse right after they break people out of prison where Harley Quinn has a bat and the guy literally... takes the bat and grabs Harley Quinn by the neck. Now this is where it was a good move, but then he just stands there holding her against this like shelf, doing nothing until she like he
there's things.
I mean, obviously it's a movie. He can have him kill Harley Quinn, but he's holding her there. And there's a whole scene where the little girl gives her like a match, and then there's no reason a beard would light on fire that fast. But he's just sitting there. Like I mean, I give it credit for that. There was also a scene later. Yeah. When the annoying character that we're about to we're about to talk about, does get drilled by this guy. Remember that? Before she starts to punch, she did get freaking... She got punched and thrown against a wall, which was really satisfying to see.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I believe Harley Quinn, all those other characters fighting these big guys.
Yeah, they should be.
This female cop is probably 4 or 5 feet tall. Is not that crazy strong from what you see.
Old.
She's fighting. Yeah, she's older. She's fighting this like 9 foot tall, 6-pack ripped absolute monster, and he throws her against a wall. She'd probably be dead there. But then somehow she's like punching and fighting him, and I'm just thinking, no. Now
here's the thing.
Way.
Let us know in the comments if this is some character that's like been part of the Birds of Prey. I'm gonna be very ticked off if they just shoehorn this character into the Birds of Prey. If she is, I can at least live with the fact that they're basing out the comics. But even despite that, that doesn't make it right because her character is not real. It's the entire movie. She was not seen as this like athletic fighter type person. She seemed like she was a brains type person. She was a good detective. She was figuring things out. Like that, I thought that was her power. So the fact that she's able to punch ripped men, black, white, yellow, and blue.
That guy was like 7 foot tall.
I mean, this guy was huge. And she was able to absolutely just take him out. Once again, I don't understand what the deal is with movies not killing people off. I give credit to Marvel. I mean, they had to kill someone off in the endgame. There's so many characters. But for a second, I actually was going to get more points. This would have given more points to the movie.
She would have died.
If she would have... Because Black Mask, they come out of the funhouse, which is an awesome setting, by the way. I didn't talk about that in the Honest Way review. Really cool, like, slide area, like, cool fight scene area. But they go outside, and he shoots her. And I don't want to... I mean, I didn't really want to see her die, but it would have been more impactful for someone to actually die.
Well,
But
yeah.
then, not even a second after, they're like, "Nice, you're wearing a bulletproof vest." I'm like, okay. For one, I don't really care for the character at all. They've given us no reason to like this character. She's been nothing but cocky and arrogant the entire film. It was kind of nice to see Harley Quinn kick a phone off her face. That was kind of satisfying to see.
She was
but
still able to hang with Harley Quinn
but-
like that, which is ridiculous.
but-
That is something that there are some excellent fight scenes, and it really is.
Really
you
good
said
ones.
something about John Wick. Someone was helping out with the
Some
choreography.
choreographer.
I can definitely see that because there are certain scenes that really remind me of John Wick,
Yeah.
and that's why some of those Harley Quinn action scenes are some of the best. I mean, some of the best. We've
the
only seen two movies.
cartwheels.
But yeah, there's some great scenes with her with the bat, and then even the end with the hammer. But there are some great scenes where she's like breaking people's legs, and it is kind of similar to the Batman fight scene. And I would have loved to see more. I mean, I think the fight scenes are better for her in this than they are in Suicide
Oh
Squad.
no, I was just about to say that. I was about to say her fight scenes in this are 10 times better than the ones in Suicide Squad. She had some good moments in Suicide Squad, but there was never really a moment where she like. I mean, there's a team. It's a team fight movie. She can't fight them all at once.
Yeah.
But this was definitely. It was definitely a Harley Quinn movie. I was afraid at first that they were going to be focusing too much on other characters. I really thought I liked the Huntress character a lot. She was had a really interesting backstory. She was hardly in this movie at all. She was teased in it a little bit. Black Canary's in it a lot, and I like both those characters. They both had good backstories. They had good character arcs. I mean, especially the Huntress one, having her family killed off is a perfect backstory.
Yeah.
And her message was she didn't really want to be fighting with them, to be honest. She wanted to just kill her family, and she was done.
Yeah, then get out of there.
But then she found out that the Black Mask character was the one that told him to do it anyway, so she had one more mission to do. And I see that would have been awesome if the Birds of Prey was Huntress, Huntress,
Black Canary.
Black Canary, and Harley Quinn. Which the Harley Quinn thing, that made sense that she ditched him because she's kind of on her own. She does fight with the Birds of Prey here and there, but she's not a team player
Yeah.
most of the time. She's her own deal, or she's with Joker. And the fact that they stuck that freaking cop in the Birds of Prey is just infuriating, unless it's in the comics.
Yeah,
And I
it
guess
probably
based in
is.
the comics.
I want to mention one of the spoilers is when Harley Quinn's coming out of the jail after everyone's. Although I don't think everyone's broken out. It's on the jail wall. It shows a wanted sign for Captain Boomerang. And I thought that was definitely really funny.
That's a really cool
'cause you find out
Easter
that he
egg.
has 3 or whatever
Triple life sentence.
triple life sentences at the end of Suicide Squad. He's locked up, and then clearly he breaks out of there. Somehow.
I want to see a short
Right.
film on how he got out of there, because that prison, I mean, I can only imagine
He's
how
yelling.
he either probably like broke the door open and just started to run. I don't know how he would, unless someone like broke him
Joker
out.
already blew up that place.
Joker
I mean,
might have actually maybe helped him get out, because if Harley
yeah.
Quinn liked him, she might have sent someone in to get her out of there, or
Well,
get him out of there.
maybe that explosion exploded part of his cell.
That's true.
That was that one thing about and really, it was mainly a lot of the other stuff is why it's the feminist agenda. But the thing about Harley Quinn breaking away from Joker, the more I thought about it in the movie, that actually made total sense because
Yeah.
she was normal and Joker got her effed up. So
And
if
that's
anything,
also-
her breaking apart from her, Joker ruined her life, which she's still
Yeah.
insane. But that makes sense. Joker's bad. She was good, and then he turned her bad.
And from my little knowledge of comics, from what I've heard from like experts that read all the comics, this is exactly what goes on with Joker and Harley Quinn. Like it's literally like it's a joke. Like
They're insane.
like they'll break up, get back together, break up, get back together. That's why like this independent Harley Quinn thing. She's independent right now, but I won't be surprised if in Suicide Squad she goes running back to Joker. That's just how it is. I mean, it's like you can't just have them be different. Like they're always like either fighting or even when they're together
Yeah.
they're fighting. I mean, you even saw in the little cartoon graphic like Joker, like Harley Quinn wanted to be like what's this? Remember Joker in Suicide Squad? Remember in the extended cut, which where's
my
every
God.
DC movie gets extended cuts, but there's a scene where she's chasing after Joker. Remember in a motorcycle, and she's hitting the front of his car like you're a pain in the freaking butt. Like it's just like he created her. I don't know why he's like I don't know. There's just a really cool relationship. That's why they should. I really want to see a movie between that's called Joker, or not even called Joker. Just have a Batman movie with Joker and Harley Quinn in it. Like we got a little glimpse of that in what was it, Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
But a really really small glimpse. But
Yeah, so if we talk about the villains,
Let's
I
talk about
really
the
do
villains.
think. See, this is a big point of it because the villains were interesting, and I think the main villain, the guy who was saying a bunch of stupid crap on the press tour, Ewan
I know.
McGregor.
Hey, you know what? This is a great
I
point.
really thought he was an interesting funny, arrogant, or he was like a funny,
Perfect.
like kind of villain in the way he was acting. He had some funny moments, and he's supposed to be over the top, cartoonish. And he says he's misogynistic, which I just think he was kind of funny with the things he said.
Well, he was definitely
And-
acting really horrible towards everyone.
When he was obviously horrible and awful in the beginning, he was trying people's faces off. But he was
Yes.
just a very interesting character, and I loved the scene. See, obviously villains, we don't like villains. Just like when Michael Myers puts his mask
Yeah.
on.
Well,
It's a
we
boss shot.
definitely love
But
that.
we don't want to see him killing innocent people. But when Black Mask actually walked up to his mask and put it on, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Because I thought he was going to pull out some samurai swords and freaking just go at him. But he didn't end up doing that. And I was really disappointed by that, because when he put the mask on, some boss music played, which you need to find that soundtrack. And,
Wait, we're doing that
and-
or when he gets out of the
and then,
cars?
well,
That was
yeah,
boss,
well, that's the main one I remember, is when he put the mask on. I was ready for him to get some swords, because I don't read comics, so I thought hopefully he pulls out some awesome weapons and starts fighting him. That's not his character, but you can discuss the other.
No, I was gonna say I think that's a great point, because that just proves our opinions on movies. Like, this guy is the one guy out of anyone on the entire cast. Not even the cop characters say anything that I've heard of, and if she did say something, we would have heard about it from Geeks and Gamers. The one idiot from this entire cast that's saying stupid stuff is honestly one of my favorite characters in the movie.
I know.
That just shows that we're what's the word? That we're like objective when we think of these movies. Like, we're thinking about the character. We're able to put past
Oh, that was the
the
thing.
villains. Were definitely. I think the character we haven't talked about is Black Mask's husband or wife
Yeah.
or wife.
Wife.
Black Mask's
wife.
husband or boyfriend. I really liked his character the whole time. I was like, I thought I was gonna hate his freaking character, but he had so many like funny, like boss scenes, because like he was always dropping f-bombs. Like
Yeah, it was.
he was always like, get the f in the car.
Yeah,
Like,
that one was really funny where he's laughing at the little girl who gets arrested, and then he realizes it doesn't
No,
have
no,
a
I
fan
know.
jam.
No, no, he literally was laughing because he saw
Yeah,
a lady.
yeah.
He saw a lady complaining about someone getting robbed, and he's like, "Crap!" Or he's like, "What the f? I just had the."
Ewan McGregor, I'm probably saying that right name.
You-
So
you
wrong.
wanna get- it's
Ewan
Obi-Wan.
McGregor, yeah. He has some boss scenes throwing a pillow, and I mean,
No,
really,
there's-
really,
that
he throws a
scene-
pillow at that one guy. He goes,
There's a scene where he's like getting drugs by like his servants, and it's not even their fault. He's like, "Get the f out!" Like, get out. But then he dropped like 4 f-bombs in like such a funny way, because he's like, his plan's not working, or like things aren't going well. And
see, he's up there. He's up there for one of the. He's definitely a cartoonish villain.
oh yeah, no,
He's up there with the Jurassic World.
It's frustrating that
guy.
he's dead, because
The 100 million.
it's frustrating
guy.
that they're both dead.
Yeah,
I guess the
he
one
wasn't
no,
surviving that
the
one.
other guy may not be dead.
Oh, he could definitely be alive.
So that's
No.
actually good news.
Well, yeah.
This guy may return.
Oh, he could definitely be alive. But
What's his
yeah,
name?
that's true. That other guy
Jazz?
exploded.
Or Saz?
I don't know.
Something Zaz.
Oh, yeah,
Zaz.
He could. Well.
Because he got hit by like a
He
arrow.
got shot in the neck.
But he
with
also
an
got
arrow.
paralyzed, and Harley Quinn was hitting him with a freaking dart over and over again.
The thing is yeah, when he says the one guy you were talking about is the husband to Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Is like almost wanting to kill that girl because he was paying more attention to her.
That's,
But I
and
thought
that,
they were flipping married.
that I was picking up on was there were scenes when Black Mask had his arm around Black Canary and was like close to her. They kept showing the Zaz character like getting like frustrated, which they didn't really
Yeah.
go into that too much. But and that's the thing is like once again those are two of my like one of my favorite. Like every time they were on screen, I'm pretty sure every single time they were on screen was a good scene. Like it was entertaining. I don't think there was one time they were on screen where I was not laughing and entertained. Like I would have loved to have seen Joker come into this club, because that's something one of the last things I want to say really is I love I love hearing how like other people are like afraid of the Joker, because like everything goes up. Like the reason they weren't hurting Harley is because she was with Joker. Like that was a great line she
there's
said.
so
Like
many
she
people.
knows she can get away with anything. Cause like just the way they hype him up. It's like they're hyping Joker up like so well because he
It's
knows
like the
so many
mafia.
guys. It's like the mafia,
Yeah.
like, and it's just the way like once they found out that she was broke up, like everyone started to go after her. It was
Well,
kind of
yeah.
a funny scene. Like they all realized like, but I would have loved to have seen the Joker like walk in there.
So if we had to say, I really that's why I'm so torn with this
You like
movie.
every
because
character.
The action was great, and the characters, I liked the characters. So it's
Every
just
one
a
of them,
big
except one.
fu to the fans when you have to bash men at the same time. Just make the good characters. I mean, it is just so unbelievable.
Don't talk about men. Talk about the bad guys. That's why I love the fight scenes, because they were fighting bad guys. You want to see them
Yeah.
fight the bad guys. But when they make just generalization comments just about everyone. Now, for one thing, when Harley Quinn said anything about men, I actually thought it was a good line, because she obviously is not very happy with men right now in multiple ways. She's just broken up with Joker. She's being attacked by a bunch of guys that do not like her and all this stuff. And that all makes sense. And she's insane on top of it. Like, that makes sense. Like, she's not in a good mental state of mind. She's the one on medication for being insane. And no one else is. But,
you know the line they took out, too? Is when, in the car I was watching when I was putting the trailer in for a movie review. Remember, she's like, don't call a girl chick. I
That's
take
good.
B instead. They took that out of the movie.
I'm glad to say that. But,
Why'd they take that out?
well, they could have had it in. I just didn't freaking hear it.
Why don't we talk about the main death scenes? The two villains do
Yeah, both villains die. Well, for the most
first
part, one definitely dies. One we think is dead.
But yeah, the first one was definitely shocking. I don't know. I kind
It was
of I
Zaz.
thought something. Yeah, I thought something was escalating because some stuff was going down. The
I
Canary
knew
was
he
not
was
going to
gonna
let
make
him.
it.
Canary wasn't going to let him obviously cut her open.
No, they weren't. Yeah.
But I was thinking he'd at least get out of there because I thought maybe I don't know. He's going to get out of there.
Yeah,
but then
but-
when he got shot and then he was shooting.
Wait a
It was
second.
kind of surprising, and then Harley was stabbing him. But yeah, that probably just put him to sleep. I don't
Exactly.
know.
He could still be alive if they really wanted to. It's a movie, so I mean, as long
Well,
as you
yeah,
don't
obviously
freaking...
they could,
But
but even the logic.
The
of
one
it.
that's definitely dead is Black Mask, unless he's just going to come back
Story.
as a freaking soul, because he gets a freaking grenade. It must have been like in his like shirt or like in his pants or something, because he just blows up, and it's pretty gruesome the way he blows up like that.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to mention that scene, freaking the annoying cop character. Did she not get kicked out a window?
She did.
I thought she died.
Yeah,
For a
she
second, I was
did.
like, nice.
Yeah,
but then
she
she
did.
came back, I'm like, you gotta be motherfucking
Well, no,
kidding me.
I kind of felt bad at that moment because I was
No.
like, okay, she's just a cop, and I didn't want her
At
to
that
die.
point, she
Obviously,
wasn't.
I didn't want her to die.
She got
But-
fired. In the scene that you're talking about when one was running the hallway, that one I'm not thinking as much because she said the same comment to a girl later on that wasn't a cop, so I'm not going to get too crazy about that. But
And they weren't killing him, which is another
No,
thing.
and that's-
but
that was good,
still,
too.
Yeah.
but it's when she what was I about to say? I was going to talk about
Tell me the-
okay, so she kicked her off. No, it's when
Yeah.
she quits being a cop. She puts the badge on. He's like, this means nothing, or like something like all this crap. I'm like, just shut up. I mean, I already don't like you, and you're making your freaking situation even worse.
but we put the badge down and like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah, there
okay,
there
just-
was
just shut up.
little points about that. There were little jabs at cops in there, which
Well, no. That one she was talking about her mom.
yeah.
That one, but
obviously,
we don't know the backstory.
We acknowledge there's bad cops, but
Yeah.
most of them are good. But
The
yeah,
majority
so
of
I
them.
definitely don't like those jabs, and so that definitely
It's just,
affected the
yeah,
grade
not good.
too. But yeah, if I had to say, I think we can probably just close it up.
Yeah,
That's basically all the
okay,
deaths.
right.
All the main characters, the
Well-
main birds of prey survive. And now
Yeah.
at this point, see, it would have been really funny. I would have loved to like that. That was one of my not favorite parts of Suicide Squad, but that was a great part. Seeing Batman come in, it was really cool
Connections.
to see the angle from them seeing Batman. So I really,
Yeah.
it would have been awesome to see Superman land and see them driving, but like see Harley on the skates.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like,
he could have been like,
or
I'm
just-
getting the F out of here.
or just have Aquaman walk through smoke and like an iPhone camera.
Yeah.
Like, what the F's going on? There was actually a scene where Harley Quinn walked through smoke in a better quality
Oh my
freaking
God.
shot, not a freaking iPhone freaking camera.
But yeah, then the end credit scene, all the way at the not end credit scene.
Yeah,
At
and
the
credit
end,
sound.
you hear
audio.
Harley. Yeah, you hear Harley say at the end, "So you really stayed? Okay, fine." And then, oh, what is the exact
And
quote?
she said, well, hey, I'll tell you a secret. Batman, and then she
Yeah.
started with an F. I don't know if she said like Batman F'd somebody up or like.
Or freaking, they were making out. No, I don't know. No,
Well, they did make out.
Well, yeah, but they didn't full bang.
Well, Batman didn't mean to.
Yeah, but no,
Batman should have been
no,
like,
no, really, the thing. This is what I think she was saying at the end. I think it had something to do with Robin.
no, because
I'm
that
sure it's
Joker killed
Bat-
Robin.
Yeah, like maybe. Wait, Joker did. I thought Harley did.
No, it said Harley Quinn, but it said
Maybe it
obviously they were working together because it said
Yeah.
ha 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 on his suit.
But maybe it could be like Batman doesn't know I killed Robin or something.
And
No,
this-
we don't even know who Robin is.
this isn't gonna happen. This is just kind of far fetched. The last thing I'm gonna say
What's Robin gonna say?
is this is what I would love to see is say this like this could be a little soft
Picture
reboot.
this.
So, you make Jared Leto's Joker not be the Joker. You have him be an effed up Robin that got turned insane by Joker and Harley, and you find out that the Joker
Joaquin Phoenix.
is the freaking is him. I mean, would that not be like epic? I mean, it's too
I
hard
would
to
love
probably
for
do that.
Joaquin Phoenix to be in the same movie as Harley
Yeah.
Quinn and stuff. That'd be amazing.
That's kind of a far fetched, but that's just kind of my. I like the Joker they have. I'm fine with Jared Leto being the Joker too. I just think that that'd be an awesome because I really love that Joker film.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to see him face off with the friggin' people here. But anyway, we definitely. We're not. If you watch this review, if you watch she's definitely fine. This one's fine. I still think I'm gonna put Godzilla up here eventually, just to kind of team up, obviously for the Godzilla vs Kong.
Yeah.
But definitely a pretty enjoyable experience for the most part. Really, our complaints are more frustrations, to be honest, because it's things that could have been avoided. There's a character that you just completely take out, that's avoided, and then you just maybe take out just maybe 2 or 3 of the stupid lines, and you're maybe looking. I don't think I would agree with you about saying it's a 10, but it would definitely probably be changed to an 8 or 9.
Well, if there's no feminist stuff, no political angles,
or just less.
I mean, that was the thing. I mean, if there's like a few jabs, I'm not gonna cry about that. But people can tell you, even the biggest feminists out there, biggest SJWs can tell you that it's every last scene. And if we want to watch the movie through, I'll tell you every last scene there's a man on screen. But yeah, that's the thing. And I make good female characters, make good characters first. If they happen to be female, I like these characters. Why push the other stuff and bash every man on the side outside of that? Just make the good movie. I mean, we're trying to enjoy this movie. Don't just try to make us hate it. And that's the thing that is so frustrating.
But despite that, we still, for the most part, I mean, I'm comfortable saying that I enjoyed it. I mean, when I say I enjoyed it, doesn't mean I freaking give it a 10 out of 10 like Suicide Squad or Godzilla or any of the movies I think are 10 out of 10s. But it was definitely an enjoyable movie experience. I'm glad I went to go see it once. It's definitely a movie if you're a DC fan, you got to see it in theaters.
I mean, I give it credit where it's due. There was great action.
Great action,
I
funny
the songs.
scenes.
There were funny scenes. I thought the characters were interesting.
Yeah.
I give it credit where credit's due, and that just goes to prove that's the same feminist film, just like Captain Marvel. So anyone that tries to think I was just saying that for no reason, I mean, this is the same type movie, except
there's likable.
If there's good action, likable characters, things like that, you're not a block of wood. I'll give you credit where credit's due.
Even despite all the content being made, nothing. They didn't change your character from like a complete 180. I thought it was a normal progression from Suicide Squad to now. So thanks for watching our spoiler review of Birds of Prey, the long title of Harley Quinn,
of the proclamation,
and definitely a positive, or definitely an enjoyable film.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.